I like the quality of the community spirit down here, and I like the food, the quality of the food that's produced, and it's the way it should be for me. I mean, I like it. It's different from going to the grocery store. You interact with the people, it's hands-on, you talk to the people that grow the product and make the product, as in this case. I think it's the best thing that could happen for the community, personally.
Well, I don't like paying to have my food shipped 1,500 miles when the gas prices are going up. It's ridiculous. I come from Colorado, and we have rather limited local foods, but we still want to go to the farmers markets when they're open. You're lucky in Maine, you have more variety.
I think for the most part our food in this country is not any good anymore. It doesn't promote health, it promotes illness. So I grow my own.
I just really love providing good food to people. It's really rewarding. And my favorite part, actually, beyond giving them good food, is suggesting recipes. That's really fun. And coming up with creative ways to get folks engaged with their food. Because I think the more people engage with their food, whether they're cooking it or, and just understanding where it came from, the more rewarding it is for them, too.
Farm fresh foods taste great, and they're incredibly good for you. Food that is sold to you close to where it is harvested, in season, is full of the vitamins and nutrients that your body needs to live.
We are what we eat, essentially. And oftentimes with my patients, I use the analogy that our bodies are very similar to a car or a vehicle that you drive. And you always want to put in the best type of gas for your car. It helps you get better gas mileage, it runs smoother, it's good for your engine and transmission. When you put in watered down gas, so to speak, or less quality gas, your car will still run, but it doesn't run as efficiently. The gas mileage may be poor, and over time, it does damage to your engine and transmission. Our bodies are the same way. What we put into our bodies has a big impact on how well our body functions from day to day. It was essential that Maine General partner with our local farmers to bring in those wholesome foods that are fresh and delicious. It's nice to know where our food is coming from. We've brought in apples, watermelon, carrots. We brought in a whole host, cucumbers, tomatoes, of items that we know where they came from. When we are buying foods that have come across the country, we don't know where they've come from. We haven't seen the farmland or how they're practicing. These foods that are local are from people that we know and trust.
Well, I think the unique thing about this project is that it involves the medical professionals recognizing that they're a partner in this whole discussion too. There are good foods here, as there are in other supermarkets, and I think here they're seeing an opportunity to get an audience focused on preparation of that food. Veggies are good, veggies can be as exciting as things, deep fried. That there's a room for all these things in our lives, and I think that's an exciting contributor to this project, is watching the medical professionals, the hospitals, the doctors, and the other providers saying, we're in too. We're going to help fund this. We're going to help encourage people to be here.
Maine General's made that commitment through the local farmers markets, through Barrels Market, through our relationship with Barrels Market. It's a win-win. Our community, we're supporting our community. We're supporting our local farmers. The local farmers are our patients. They are our community members. So it's the right thing to do. We decrease our dependence on foreign oil by shortening our carbon footprint by using local farms to produce our tomatoes and our cukes, our zucchini, our squash. It's the right thing to do. It's the healthy thing to do.
It's an investment in our health. It's an investment in our future. So as far as the cost goes, I don't think it compares, because when you skimp on quality, you pay other ways with your health, with our our economy and everything else, you know, I really think that I'd pay a few bucks extra for the best.
You know, from the beginning, we've always been really committed to trying to maximize the quality of our food, because we didn't really feel like there was any point in selling stuff directly to people unless you're really going to put something that's different out there in the marketplace. And I think that we do that. A huge part of preventative health care is, you know, giving people access to affordable, high-quality food that's nutrient dense. Organic production has the ability to produce very nutrient dense foods, and local producers have the best chance of getting that food directly to a consumer, and it's fresh. You know, the turnaround on a bag of lettuce that you're going to buy from us is probably 24 hours that it's going to come from the field. It's going to get washed, and it's going to be at a market available for somebody to buy in 24 hours. You know, the supermarket stores, you know, they can't even touch that. You know, you're talking weeks, you know, and it's the same with most of the vegetables.
You know, one of the factors of buying locally, we're now in the 99th percentile nationally for the quality of our food and patient satisfaction around our food. I think it validates the direction that we're going, but it also proves that if you prepare healthy options correctly, they can be tasteful and they can be a great alternative to fast food and unhealthy options.
We definitely don't use any growth hormones or antibiotics on our chickens. Our production system is clean enough, and where we move the chickens all the time, there's much less disease pressure anyways, and so it's just really not even necessary to achieve you know, high level of production. We don't need to use any drugs or, you know, with the chickens.
As far as providing a good product and so forth, yeah, there's, you know, it's just like any other job or profession. Anything well done, you feel good about. And when when your customer's happy and they're satisfied and they're getting a good product and they come back the next week, you know, they're pleased with you. Yeah, it is very satisfying. This is the end of the pea growing season this week. I think I have a little left to pick, but I know for 3 weeks in a row in Augusta, I had the same 3 or 4 people waiting for me at 2 o'clock to get those peas. You know, they tried them the first week and they were back 3 weeks in a row, so that was pretty nice, pretty satisfying that you say, hey, you're doing all right, guy, you know.
The reason we're really in this is for the health of our community, and we're committed to make the investments to make our community healthier. It's not only the fact that we want to provide the best fruit and vegetables to our patients and staff, but it's also being partners with the community to help the local economy and really, you know, benefit our community. So not only does our community benefit from fresh food, but it also benefits from the economics of buying locally and really, you know, raising the water level for everybody.
Wonderful Maine-grown foods are sold throughout the state. It's important that we understand how food was grown before it's harvested.
We do a lot to ensure that what people are buying is safe, and a lot of it's just about being conscious of what we're doing. A lot of sanitizing of equipment, packaging, you know, anything that a vegetable goes in is going to be sanitized before it goes in there. The vegetables always pretty much leave here washed. We have a pretty, you know, the state inspects the dairy, and the dairy, you know, we achieve a pretty high level of quality there, and we're always monitoring bacteria count.
From the time it leaves a safe marketplace, whether it's a farmer's market that's a safe marketplace or, you know, a commercial supermarket type vendor, by far the biggest problems happen after it leaves the safe environment and goes into the, whether neglectful or just forgot, gee, I left the mayonnaise on the counter all day. Throw it away. don't put yourself in risk for $2. There are, you know, things that have protein in it, things that have meat, things that have milk, things that have eggs. Doesn't matter whether it's produced safely on a small market or safely somewhere else. It will make you sick if it's handled improperly. By far, that's the way people get sick. Now, in the distribution system, things can go wrong. And boy, as soon as they're recognized, I mean, the producer of food is not in the business of producing sick food. There's no quicker way to go out of business, whether you're a giant or a little guy, than to make somebody sick.
Strengthening our communities is at the heart of Maine farmers markets, because it's about more than food.
It's very important to me to know where our food is coming from, and we're on a very limited income right now. My husband's the only one working, and he's got an academic position, and the pay is pretty low, but it's worth it to us to pay a little bit more in our food. Yeah, especially with this one. We're really concerned with all the food safety going on in the news, and knowing that we can buy sausages that come from one cow, from a local cow that was processed locally, that we can trust.
I like to show up here because it kind of brings people together, and you can meet nice people every now and then. You know, you say hello to somebody, you're actually making a connection with the food through the people. You know, especially when people love to tell stories about how they got it, how long they've been doing it, how many years they've been growing the same stuff. So, you know, that's good too. And they have WIC programs that help with WIC for people that definitely need the food. And that's great when you have a bunch of kids and you know how much everything costs everywhere else. And just a little bit helps, always helps.
And so I genuinely feel a connection to the people that I sell food to. They're not just people that I take money from. They're people that I actually care about. And when I give them their food, I want it to be the best quality because I want their families to be healthy. And I think Maine is in a really great position because there is so much land, and there are a lot of young people who are interested in farming. So local farming, the model of local farming really works in this area, especially at our Skowhegan market. People ask us where the farm is, and we say, oh yeah, just, you know, take a left down there and you'll get to the farm.
We in Maine share the desire for a healthy, long life and the health of our family and friends. Come, meet your neighbors who work so hard to provide you with healthy, delicious food. There is a quality of life that comes with living close to the land and seeing our communities thrive and prosper. There are farmers markets across the state. To find a farmers market in your area or to find out how to buy direct from local farmers, visit the Maine Organic Farmers and Gardeners Association website. Visit your farmers market. Eat right and support your local economy.